across and I grabbed your wrist?
Yeah.
Okay, now, take that, take your arm like you just did. You can either do a wizard, but come here, yeah, pushing ahead, use your forearm, and take your hand to your own wrist, because I've got it here, kind of like that. Now, force that up, force your hip, there you go. But use that to come across there, then you can. That's what I was trying to get you to do. The one day when we were in here and I had against the wall, Myron was telling you like tuck them back.
Yeah.
But literally do your gable grip, but stick that part
In the back.
right there. And when you dig it in, it's like, oh shit.
Make them go back. Bad knees. That was just from the wizard though, wasn't it?
Yeah. But so I tried doing, I had it. Come from here, you're already around your grab. So I was trying to set that throw up. And I was trying to get you off balance. As soon as you move that inside, as long as I got you have pressure against me here, I can use the cage. Like I don't like this. You stepped around. Step in between.
No. That's just kind of painful.
What I'm saying is,
It's a little unorthodox, but it works.
it's no different than like Jalen and I would do that. He comes across, he comes here on the side. I would have him where you come here, pull it down even if I came here. We switch that around. Boom, he comes around and next thing you know, standing up, he would go and head my back. What the hell? No. Take. Hold mine, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Are you pulling your shorts?
Nope. So I am. Where you got that? Where'd your hand go in there? Yep. Fish it up on me.